Right then, welcome back. United are back in action tomorrow night against AC Milan. The good news for United fans is there is going to be no Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and that is some seriously good news for us. United's recent results. Clean sheets galore, 3 clean sheets for United in our last 3, 0-0 against Chelsea, which is actually looking like a very good result now when you see how Chelsea have pretty much won every game bar 3 since Tuchel took over. 0-0 versus Crystal Palace, which I don't care what light you paint it in, does not look good. And a 2-0 win against Manchester City, which, you know what, was good. AC Milan's recent results, they've got a 2-0 win against Hellas Verona, a 1-1 draw with Udinese, and a 2-1 win over Roma. They went through to the round of 32 after a 3-3 draw with Red Star on aggregate, but went through on away goals. Stefano Pioli's preferred starting 11. He's definitely going to be missing some key players when it comes to the trip to Old Trafford this week, and certainly as of recording. But Theo Hernandez, Daniel Maldini, Hakan Calhanoglu, Ismail Banaka, Rebic and Mandzukic are all major doubts for him. So it could be good for us. And as we said, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is also off the cards through injury, but they have received a boost because it looks like Tonali is going to be back in the mixer for him. Donnarumma will be in goal with Calabria at right back and Delo, who is eligible, strangely, covering for Hernandez at left back. That's I don't know if that's a positive or a negative for United with it being Delo. Is he going to try super extra hard? Is Hernandez being out a bonus because he's a very good left back? We will certainly find out. Captain Romagnoli should be starting in centre-half, partnered with Kier in central defence. And Chelsea loanee Fiaco Tomori could come in for the latter to try and deal with some of United's pace, which I think is pretty likely, in all honesty. I think it is. Tonali should make up what is a pretty exciting midfield pivot alongside Kessie, with Krunic ahead of them in the attacking midfield position. Salamakers and Castello should be acting as the wingers, with Rafael Leo expected to lead the line up front. And it is Rafael Leo who we are identifying as the star man, the danger man, the one to be looking out for in this game. With Rebic and Ibrahimovic out, Leo is having to fill a pretty big void in what is a pretty diminished Milan attack. Leo scored 6 goals and 5 assists this season, including 1 in Europa in 1 start, so it's not terrible. And Milan are expected to play very direct with him. The main focal point of all of the attacks, as Ibrahimovic usually would be in the centre. It's going to look exactly the same sort of thing. So expect a lot to go through Leo. He's got bags of pace, he's got confidence with the ball at his feet, and he's also pretty dangerous with his finishing as well. Definitely look out for him. For United, I'm going with the tried and trusted 4-2-3-1. Dean Henderson in net for obvious reasons. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw making out the back 4. Fred and McTominay in central midfield with Bruno in the 10. James on the right, Martial on the left because Marcus Rashford is out, with Cavani down the middle. Now, I also think that you might see a bit of a refresh at United here, but I can't predict how and when that's going to come off. It looks like Donny van de Beek still isn't going to be getting a game. So I can't really see where the opportunity is for people to come in and get games. The only one that I could potentially think of might be Tellez, and to be fair, it wouldn't be the craziest idea to partner Tellez with Shaw on one side to give you a couple of attacking outlets down that left-hand side if you wanted to keep Martial down the middle, and if Cavani is still a doubt. And, you know, I've got 50-50 whether I actually believe Ollie in that or if he's just trying to throw a bit of smoke and disguise his team selection just a little bit. How do United exploit Milan? Well, it's quite simple. You go through the middle. Milan are having a pretty good season, but the one aspect of their game where they're consistently found out is lack of pace in central areas. Good for United. United are fantastically paced in those central areas. From up front to midfield to especially the defence, which is going to be a potential weakness for Milan. They're just not quick, and that is where United are going to exploit them. We saw United do this to Sociedad with balls in from behind and in from wide areas, and this is the approach that we should be taking again. Play at Manchester United's tempo, because I'll tell you what, for me, Manchester City might be one of the best teams in Europe. In fact, it's not. They are one of the best teams in Europe. It's up for debate whether they are the best team in Europe at the moment, but they're certainly one of the best teams in Europe. They could not live with the pace of Manchester United's press up and in your face down the middle in the first half an hour or so of the game at the derby at the weekend. So for me, that's what United have to go do. Know what we're good at and keep fucking doing it. Instead of trying to beat Milan's quick fullbacks, because that is an area where they have got a little bit of pace, we should take it out wide and wait for the opportunity to try and play a diagonal through ball in and behind the centre of the Milan defence. That is going to open up all sorts of joy for United. Now, while Tamura is quick, I'm not sure that they're going to trust him in a big game, and Romagnoli and Kjaer do not have pace, despite being a bit of a strong centre-half pairing. So they're either going to sit off us, which is going to invite Bruno and others to shoot from range, or they're going to try and push up and deny space, in which case, annihilate them in behind with through balls. That's what it should all be about. This could be another game where James stands out, as he did against Sociedad. This might be an opportunity for Mason Greenwood to come in, but it also could be, again, another opportunity to try and get Tony Marshall onto the score sheet, and see if he can be effective. That's how I think it's going to go down. Let me know in the comments what's your thoughts, how you feeling ahead of the game. Do you want United to go all out? All that good stuff. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.